Hello and welcome to IKTV channel 112, where it's all about you. My name is Jillian Cruikshank, and today I have the absolutely amazing privilege to talk to one of the remarkable contestants, Miss Denicia Boatswain. She's not only a contestant, but she's a remarkable young lady doing amazing things within her community. Denicia, welcome to IKTV.
Good day, IKTV. Thank you for having me.
So let's start at the beginning, Denicia. Tell us and our viewers a little bit about your early life and background.
Okay. My name is Denicia Boatswain, contestant number 2 in this year's Miss SVG Pageant, proudly sponsored by Metrocint. I was born on the 10th of January 2002. Interestingly, the founder of Metrocint and I share the same birthday.
That's amazing. So you're both Capricorns?
Yes, the best zodiac sign.
Really? Libra is the best zodiac sign.
If you say so.
But we'll agree to disagree.
I grew up in an extended family. I attended the Kingston Anglican School, where I completed my primary education. Then I moved on to this Bishop's College, Kingston, where I completed my secondary education, and moving right along into the community college, where I attained an associate degree in business studies.
10th of January, that makes you a Gemini?
No, please, a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yes.
All right, then. Okay, so what inspired you to join the Miss SVG 2023 pageant?
Okay, so growing up, I've always attended Miss SVG in Victoria Park with my aunt. And every year I go, I said to myself, this is something that I think I would want to be a part of. And this year, I figured, oh, Denicia, why not? This is your year, so go for it. Yeah.
Do you know, were you one of those people who would be like, you know what, I could have done that better? Or were you just sitting there saying, this is so amazing? Did it, the prizes in any way inspire you? Or just that it's something you always wanted to do?
No, the prizes did not influence me. I just think it's a really good exposure for a young woman especially.
I definitely agree with you. So what are some of your dreams and aspirations? I mean, you're very young. You're barely at the height of your career or your life. So what are some of your aspirations?
Okay, so one of my aspirations in life is to inspire persons to dream big, believe in themselves in every aspect of their life. And I have been blessed with the gift of being able to bake. So in the future, I hope to open a business in that area.
How has your journey as Miss Metrocint General Insurance been so far?
My journey so far has been better than I expected. Well, my name is no longer Denicia. It's Miss Metrocint, because people have been seeing me and forgot that my name is Denicia, and they're saying Miss Metrocint. Being collaborating with Metrocint has given me the opportunity to communicate with others and put myself out there to represent their brand as well.
I understand that you've been working on a community service project related to the Black economy and addressing issues like drugs, violence, and guns. So could you tell us a little bit more about that project?
In this year's Miss SVG Pageant, each contestant was given the opportunity to explore a theme throughout her community. I was given the Black economy. At first, I was a bit lost and confused about what to do. Where do I start? But after doing some research, it became clearer to me. So my team and I came up with several activities to execute throughout the community. We had a fun day, an anti-crime fun day, where we had fun without crime. We had a relay where we ran against crime. We had a community talk where members of the community came in, discussed, shared their opinions about what they think should be done going forward. The officers from the Calico police station also shared their opinions and made suggestions of what they think is best in shaping the community into a safer environment and a better place. Also, I had several school awareness sessions at the St. Clair Deacon Secondary School and the Stubbs Government School, where inmates came in and had conversations with the students, hoping to deter them from getting themselves involved in Black economy activities. And last but not least, I had a public speaking to wrap everything up, where the youths from several secondary schools give their opinion, voice their opinions on the topic, is enough being done to combat gun violence throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Now, I would think that before you got into the Miss SVG pageant, because you have a kind of conservative vibe about you, public speaking, what kind of challenges did you get by having to go up and talk in front of so many people? Was that an issue for you?
Yes, I was an extremely shy person, but being involved in the Miss SVG pageant, I think I've grown out of it. I'm still growing out of it.
Okay.
Yes.
With that said, right, now what has your community service project, what kind of impact have you seen from this project so far within the community?
I think they're more aware of the effects of the Black economy on our community, and this project had made a positive impact.
All right, now what kind of feedback have you gotten from the community from talking to people so far, and has it been helpful?
Yes, it has been helpful. One of the many things I have heard is that why somebody wait so long to do something like this in our community, because most time on the block you find 15-year-old, 13-year-old on the block, and back in the days big men used to be on the block, and now in today's society it's a lot of young boys. So this gives me the opportunity to address that problem.
Do you see yourself continue doing this kind of service, community service, and going up against crime within your community after you've finished the Miss SVG pageant?
Most definitely. One thing that I want to do in my community is start a police youth club to get the youth involved, give them something to do to deter them from getting themselves involved in crime and illegal activities.
Do you have any sort of plans to continue advocating against crime in beyond Miss SVG pageant?
Most definitely. I had discussions after my community service project with my sponsor, Metrocint, and yes, we're willing. We want to continue. We are going to continue advocating against crime, not only in my community of Diamond, but throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I keep hearing the term crime busters. That's your theme, or
the name of the project?
That's the name of the project. Well, how did you come up with that name?
Somebody on my team actually did, because I was puzzled about what to come up with. I came up with the name, Come Talk Crime in Our Community, and then I was thinking, this is too ghetto, Yes. So somebody in my team came up with it for me.
Now, how has participating in the Miss SVG 2023 pageant and your community service transformed you as an individual? I mean, you're still in the process, yes, but what kind of transformation have you seen in yourself since you started the journey?
Okay. So one of the reasons for me entering the Miss SVG pageant was for self-development. I am young, really young, and being involved in the Miss SVG pageant, you have to be disciplined. If it's one thing, you have to be disciplined, because going to the gym, eating salad and veggie is not easy.
That's not when you're making it.
Right? And overall, I was a shy person, as I mentioned before, and I'm coming out of my comfort zone. I am showing the inner me these days, and it's been great so far.
You know, I can see a more confident you every time I see you, because this is the first time on IKTV, but I've spoken to you on Boom 106.9 before, so I can see the more you do it, the more confident you become. So go with that.
At first, when I just started the pageant, I felt intimidated. I don't know by what or by whom, but I just felt like, what are you doing? And then after practicing for months, building my self-esteem, building my self-confidence, I'm here today giving you all this.
Okay, I can see what we have to look forward to. Now, every journey has its challenges. We know this. We not assuming that the Miss SVG Pageant journey is going to be smooth. Now, can you share some of your obstacles that you've encountered and how you overcome them during your experience so far?
Let's start where I didn't know how to walk in heels at all. I still don't know how to do makeup.
This is the best of it, trust me.
But with practice, discipline again, dedication, and believing in yourself, I was able to maneuver that 6-inch heels. I still can't do the makeup, but we're getting places.
Now, I know you're not alone. You could not have been alone in that heels situation. So any of the other girls, if you can share some of the deets, have any of the other girls had that same situation where they had issues walking in heels?
I don't think so, because few of them went in for pageants before. They're accustomed walking in heels. But for me now, it was kind of a bit different. Yes.
I feel you.
But it was all worth it. The practice, it was all worth it.
Okay, so any major challenges, any other challenges that you had to just toughen up and just get in there and get it done?
One thing for me, you can't please everybody. Everybody has their own way of doing something and saying something in a particular way. But overall, my self-confidence and self-esteem was the most challenging for me.
That's incredible, because normally people say, well, they had to overcome challenges in terms of maybe their talent or, you know, like you said, walking, different things. But it's amazing that your issue, and for a beautiful young lady, we don't see you having that confidence, but I think you can be a great example to all the young ladies that are viewing this, who are inspiring or probably hoping at one point to get where you are now.
Yeah, that's the goal, to inspire persons.
Welcome back to all of our viewers. For those of you who missed it, we've been chatting with Miss Metrocint General Insurance Limited, Miss SVG contestant number 2.
Yes.
Denicia Boatswain. And so far, I have to tell you, I'm enjoying this interview. Now, intriguingly enough, you're a teacher. Now, I am so sure that your students have a lot to say. How have they been treating you since you entered the Miss SVG? Have they been treating you differently? Have you been getting feedback from your kids?
Well, my name is no longer Miss Boatswain in the classroom. It's Miss SVG. So every time I enter the school compound, some student pointing or watching the hand, "Those are the teacher who isn't from Miss SVG." And then one time I heard this student saying, "So you know she teaching here a long time? I know she before the pageant."
Superstar status, you reached there.
I'm a celebrity at prep school.
I tell you. And what grade do you teach?
Grade 4.
Ooh, they probably have a lot to say.
Yes, every day. And when I'm leaving school, they'd be like, "Miss, you gone already? You just come. Miss SVG have you busy, boy."
Listen, I see where that comment came from. Like, if those 4th graders cannot intimidate you, you should have no problem with that crowd. You know, when you go up on stage, you said you've been working on your confidence. When you go up there in front of that crowd, you should have no problem, because 4th graders, they tell you their mind, their tongues are so free.
Yes.
They're very, very honest.
Very.
But has the confidence building helped you also in the classroom?
Well, they never intimidate me at any point in my life, so I don't think so.
Not really in terms of intimidation, but I'm sure you would have learned a thing or two where it made you deal with your kids differently.
Yes. how I address certain issues in the classroom, outside of the classroom. Because when you're in school as a teacher, you meet up with different behavior patterns, different background. So as a young teacher, I don't know everything, right? And I always tell my students, I'm here to learn and so are you. Sometimes I could be wrong, you could be wrong. We're all here to learn. So I most definitely think that my confidence has helped somewhere in the classroom. It's also helped in how I deal with my students' behavior, because you're in a classroom with 36 students. You're going to see different behavior patterns. They're coming from different backgrounds.
All right. Now, tell us about your experiences preparing for the pageant. What are some of your most memorable moments for you so far?
I would definitely have to say the gym. My first time going to the gym, my legs were aching me.
You're a bit wobbly when you finish.
Yes, because before Miss SVG, I went to the gym once, and fun fact, I never went back because it was traumatizing. But having a good trainer, know what they're about and know what to do, I've been enjoying the gym, not cardio, but legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So share some of the exercises that you've been doing. What have you doing?
Mountain climbs, lunges, planks. There are others that I don't remember the name of.
What about the diet? You mentioned before, so it's only grass they have you eating?
Well, you're supposed to eat grass. But, every other day I have a cheat day where I'll go at Subway, feel for a pizza.
They're going to see this, right?
It's all cool.
All right. Now, if you can share some of why should people come to the pageant on the 7th of October? Tell us why. Everybody's looking, the date is coming up. We're still in September. Why should our viewers come to see the pageant on the 7th? Or why should they come see you, Miss Metrocint Insurance Limited?
The question is, why not? I know for a fact on October 7th, 2023, Victoria Park is the place to be. I am going to be giving you the performance of a lifetime. As I usually say, on October 7th, 2023, on that night, history will be made.
All right, now we know you're sponsored by Metrocint General Insurance Company Limited. Could you share how this partnership has supported you in your journey in the Miss SVG 2023 pageant and your community service project?
From this unveiling of Miss SVG 2023 to now, Metrocint has been there in the person of Cecil Mackey, and I can't lie, they have been remarkably well, especially during my community service project. I can remember in the starting, I was thinking about getting a cameraman, a videographer, to do my videos for my community service project. And then everything worked well because I had a whole production team at Metrocint waiting for me, and they have been very supportive.
So they definitely had you covered.
More than definitely had me covered right through.
What about in your community service?
In my community service project, they were there every step of the way. The fun day, the relay, the public speaking. Metrocint banner was there. Mr. Cecil Mackey was there. It was, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless.
All right, now, looking beyond the pageantry, what do you envision for yourself in the future? Now, how do you plan to continue making positive impacts throughout your community?
So I've started my community service project, advocating against the Black economy. I plan to continue with the help of Metrocint, starting a youth club in the community of Diamond. I also want to tutor students in the community who may need extra help with their schoolwork. As an educator, it's only right if I do that. And as I progress in life and things come my way, I would decide what I want to do.
What does a Black economy mean to you? What does that mean to you?
The Black economy simply talks about all the illegal activities in our society.
So before we wrap up, darling, how about you share some of your most memorable experiences partnering with Metrocint General Insurance?
I've met with different staff members at Metrocint. I got the opportunity to meet with different customers. I had lunch at Metrocint. It was wonderful. The staff members were very welcoming, and I got to learn about the company. They offer a wide selection of insurance services. They are the one-stop shop. They are the one-stop insurance shop, and they are a local insurance company here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Thank you so much for speaking with us, Denicia, for sharing your journey. It has been quite interesting and very fun, I have to say. You were the first contestant that I've spoken to, but the best.
Thank you.
So far. All right. Now, it's been a pleasure having you here on IKTV. I hope to see you soon and come back as Miss Metrocint General Insurance, Miss SVG. All right? So we're looking forward to that, and we want to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on IKTV. And remember, Metrocint got you covered. I want to thank my family, my Metrocint family, the Beauty Shows Committee for giving me this opportunity, Gecko for giving me the opportunity to advocate against crime throughout the community of Diamond Estate. And last but not least, I want to thank all the members of my community who came out and showed their support. Thank you very much.
We've been chatting with Miss SVG contestant number 2, Miss Denicia Boatswain, Miss Metrocint General Insurance Company Limited. My name is Jillian Cruikshank. Thank you for viewing, and remember, IKTV channel 112 is all about you.
Stop.